Just what will we come across this time? Propagate!
Grandma, is King Deshret really gonna come back from the dead? Nonsense.
Hey, and Mora, or trade anything you own.
Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essentially the same things as before. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation? One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origin. The Academia has long exiled mad scholars to Aru Village. When mad scholars first arrive, they are as incoherent and deranged as before. But after spending... Initially, the people of Aru Village greatly resented having to take in the mad scholars. Aru Village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory. Seeing buildings on the verge of collapse all around him, the then chief of the village was preparing to take everyone. Suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his hands. A soft, green light radiated from him, like a divine glow against the backdrop of night. Despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night, all the houses remained upright, almost as if they had grown roots reaching. After that, the people of Aru Village treated the mad scholars with greater kindness.
A soft green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru Village? What do you make of it? Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad scholars continued to wear their Akasha?
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the Academia could still monitor their activities. With that said, the main...
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then! Add in the fact that they calmed down, it was probably Nahida who calmed them.
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone, then it appears you possess much more information than I do. So, what do you make of the story? Really? Lesser Lord Kusanali.
What? You don't believe us? Lesser Lord Kusanali was definitely using the Akasha to give her...
No, it's not so much that I don't believe you. I'm just struck by your reasoning. Lesser Lord Kusanali, the current Dendro Archon. Is she really active in Sumeru? The Academia has always placed far greater importance on the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. They've more or less ignored Lesser Lord Kusanali, and I've never... In addition, I've never heard any stories about Lesser Lord Kusanali and her deeds. To me...
No way! Nahida definitely exists! She's a... How should Paimon put it? She's a good Archon who's kind and wise.
I've spent many years interrogating criminals, so I can easily tell what...
Good! Then you should know that we're telling the truth.
That look in your eyes. I've never seen that from a liar. How can this be? To think, our Archon has been amongst us this entire time.
Alright, now it's our turn to put our skills to good use for this, but easier said than done. Especially since we don't have any leads. Maybe we can start by knocking on some doors.
Excuse me, are you here to help me find my grandpa?
Huh? Who are you?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is Isak. You'll help me find my grandpa, right?
Is your grandpa a mad scholar?
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa. What?
The person you're referring to is not a local, yet you are.
Grandpa is just Grandpa. He's my family. I heard everything you said to the village chief. Please, you gotta take me with you. I want to find my grandpa. I swear on...
Ah, so you're the one who was eavesdropping on us around the village chief's house. I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was, but I had a vague feeling that they didn't...
Whoa. Haven wasn't kidding about Matra having sharp senses. Sino, he's just a kid. All he wants is...
Sorry. I was only listening in because I wanted to know where Grandpa went. Honest. If you don't believe me, you...
All right. But first, let's confirm the...
Worrying as it can get.
Sino is super vigilant. Is this what all the Matra are like?
Ah, you're back already.
We just wanted to confirm something with you. Do you know...
I had a feeling he'd go looking.
Huh? You knew this would happen?
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden, I still noticed him eavesdropping. Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries who rarely returned to the village after finding employment in the city. He was raised by his Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed away. Isak was still very young at the time, so various families in the village took turns caring for him so he... Later, an elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. Isak thought the scholar bore a strike. However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech. Although Isak referred to the man as his grandpa, one summer night, the oft mumbling and bumbling grandpa suddenly calmed down and seemed to become more lucid. So Grandpa walked up to Isak and patted him on the head. He even took Isak to the entrance of the village, where he patiently taught the boy the names of the stars. The next morning, Isak woke up and wanted to go find his grandpa again, only to realize his grandpa no longer recognized him. It's said that those who saw the scholar claimed he no longer appeared to be crazy, but appeared to be living in his own... Isak was thrilled that his grandpa was able to find peace and would follow him all the time, asking him things like,
All this somehow just makes Paimon feel really sad.
perhaps. Nearly everyone who lives in the desert has some... It's also my reason for fighting. I'm...
Maybe the people have always had a considerate god watching over them.
Huh? What did you say, Sino?
No, nothing. As long as Isak keeps his word and doesn't get in a...
Perhaps you are more compassionate than I gave you credit for.